welcome to Xrissart. I'm Chrissy. Thanks for joining me. Just wanted to make sure that everyone can see me and hear me. I do apologise for the delay. Just can everyone see me? Just want to make sure. Okay, wonderful. I'm going to, okay. I just wanted to say hello to everyone again. First of all, I just wanted to say thank you to, okay, just wanted to say hello to Wendy and Janice, who are moderating the stream. Wendy's always coming to my rescue, so I just wanted to say thank you so much. First of all, wanted to say hello, Pamela. Cherry, hello. Chandri, my dear friend, hello. Cece, hello. How you going? Tammy, Coffee Cat, Joanna, hello. How you going? Terry. Oh, I don't think I've seen you here before. Hello, Terry. Hello from Ohio. Hello, wonderful. Gabriella. No, that's right. Yes. Okay. All right. She's on. Wonderful. Okay. All right. Now, I just wanted to talk about my piece. First of all, welcome. Where are your glasses? Okay. Everyone just keeps me in check. Okay. Look, here they are. Okay. But when I start painting, I will use them. But I wanted to talk about this piece. This is, first of all, pastel matte board. Not pastel matte paper, but pastel matte board, Anthracite. The tools that I'm using are PanPastels. I will be using pastel pencils and brushes. These are the tools that I will be using. So here we go. And pastel pencils, because these areas that I'm doing are a little bit more detailed. So I'm just going to put these aside, or maybe I should, just so you can see where they are. So there you go. Of course, PanPastels. Oh geez, I can't, I just want to be very careful on how I use, but look, here we go. There are PanPastels, just so you can see. Okay, the area that I will be working on is this area here. Okay, here we go. And of course, where are your glasses? Okay. I hope you reach 15,000 when I send the last, what does that mean? Oh, okay, so that's not for me. All right, so and of course, I'm going to be using, this is like, for example, my mixing palette. Now, this is a continuation from from the last weekend, where Wendy O'Brien from Artista 365 and myself were live streaming 12 hours straight. Now, for some who will say, "Oh my gosh, 12 hours straight." But honey, all I can say is that we've done longer than that. We've done 24 hours for that. So that's all I can say. It's just, I don't know, like, why we get ourselves mixed up with situations like that, I don't understand. But anyway, okay, so this area, and what I will be doing, and I will be explaining what this art piece is all about as I'm painting it, and I will actually give you a reference of what I will be working on. So here we go. Let me just show you that. Will it show you? Yes, it will. Okay, so here it is there. So this is okay, that is the reference of what I'll be working on in this situation here. And G'day Wicked, hello. Oh, Christiane, hello, welcome, nice to see you here. This last one was your idea, Christy. Yes, Wendy. Oh, g'day Nanette, hello my darling, how are you going? And of course, you know what, these are like die-hard, you know, these just awesome friends that we have, like this beautiful community that we have. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, so the tools that I will be using now, obviously I'm going to be using maybe this tool. Okay, this tool. I just want to make sure that you're listening to some music as well, just in case I die down. All right, so here we go. The tools that I'm going to be using are the Eco tools. I'm going to be using these tools. I'm going to be using perhaps these tools. These are anything that would give me the outcome that I'm looking for. But of course, the PanPastels are the key. Nolani, hello, how you going? Tammy says, you know the norm. I finish and Chrissy takes another 4 months to finish hers. You know, what do I say to that? Like, seriously, what do I say to that? You know what? I agree with you. That's the whole point. Like, I so agree with you. Rob, hello, my darling. How are you? Chandri, thank you. Janice, it was okay, very rewarding project, and it gave me time to get a little bit again after being super sick. Oh, my darling, I hope you're fine. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here we go. You know, get with the program, Chrissy. You know, this is what happens to me. Like, you know, like I get so caught up with the chat that I don't end up doing my projects. So here we go. The PanPastels that I'm going to be using are Prussian Blue Extra Dark. I have Permanent Red, like Marcy. Oh, Marcy, is it Marcy? Did you say Marcy? Marcy, hello, my darling. How are you going? Look how vibrant Permanent Red. Now, you know what? PanPastels don't pay me to say all of this stuff that I'm saying, but I do have to say that they do acknowledge that I do use their products, and they've sent me some wonderful. They've sent me a lovely gift saying thank you for. You know, thank you for sharing their product and stuff like that. So I will go ahead and do all of this. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just going to cover this bit here, just so I can use this bit here. This is this is the palette that I use for mixing, and of course PanPastels, for people that are just discovering me, this is the way that I work. I work with like some people will use soft tools to mix their colors on. They will use the sponges, but I like to use a cartridge paper. This is 110 cartridge paper, and you will constantly see me using this to mix colors. I will also use a paper towel to, you know, look at this, you know, to clear whatever pastel I have on the bristles or on whatever tool that I'm using, whichever one, whether it be the soft tool applicators, whether it be a brush, whether it be an oil painting brush, which is chopped, okay, I have chopped this up. Okay, there are people that have seen me chop this brush up, and of course there are everything, like anything that I can use, so you know, bear with me. All right, so this is what I will be using, and then you will see that. So, you know, Hazel, hello Hazel, welcome, nice to see you here. Okay, so what I will be doing, I'm actually going to put it on this glassine paper because I'm very, very confident that this is not going to hurt my painting that I've actually been painting underneath that. And I'll also talk about what this painting is all about. This painting is started on a live stream with Wendy from Artista 365, who is also moderating. And what we did is that we decided to, and this was the whole concept, is that one day Wendy and I, we were talking and we were saying, you know what's really interesting is that what would happen, like, you know, if there was a paragraph or a passage, how would we how could we interpret this in an art piece? So I thought to myself, I always just like an idea comes, like someone just has to say something, and of course, you know what, the wheels in my head just go turning and churning, and I go, you know what, this is a really good idea. So, you know, and I said to Wendy, I go, what do you suggest? And of course, I go, what do you suggest? And she goes, well, let's just see what we can come up with. And I go, okay. Well, Wendy came up with a passage which was probably very personal to her. And of course, I created a passage or a sentence which was very passionate for me. And then we decided then to interpret it in an art piece. And you know what, to be honest, right, and I know Wendy's here, and I didn't really, 17 minutes in and she has just made a mark. Oh, good on you, Nan. Good on ya. Like, that's all I gotta say, good on ya. And I thought, it's 17 minutes, okay. And I thought to myself, you know what, this is a really good idea for an idea. Like, this is really a really good idea. Let's just go ahead with this. And of course, I thought, and of course, like all of the things there were ideas that were going on in my head, and I thought, you know what? And I thought, yes, let's go ahead and do this. And of course, this was my interpretation. Now, if I can go ahead, and I know that I've mentioned this before. Okay, I've mentioned this before, but I'm going to go ahead with it again. And this is what this piece is. This piece is not here, but this piece is in this book. I have notebooks. Okay, I have notebooks. Okay, this is what this piece means. Okay, life has many opportunities. Take a leap of faith before it passes you by. Now, when we talk about that, is that in life we have, whether we're 5 years old, whether we're 25, whether we're 55 or 105, if we live that long, we have opportunities in our lives, and you know, it's a window of opportunity. Tammy goes, 10 minutes in, no pigment down, business as usual. Hello. It's all right. You know what? I love you all. You know me so much. And I thought to myself, you know what? In our lives, and this is very deep. I've got to say, this is very deep. In our lives, we have opportunities in our life that present themselves. Whether you take them or not is another story altogether. But that's what this piece is all about, all right? If you can see, there are different windows, and on our live stream we were talking about this, and on screen you can't see what I was painting. There was one window actually to this side that you can't see. If you go onto the live stream, you will see what I was painting. But if you see that there are different windows of opportunities, and we just have to take advantage of them. So that's what this piece is all about. And a lot of my paintings which I've done, I've decided to not get too emotional with them, and I understand that sometimes that you can get emotional and you don't want to let go of certain pieces, but I've actually become very detached from the pieces that I've done, except for something like this. This is like really, really important, and this is like one of them. Like, I feel very, very, very attached to this one. I don't think I'm going to let this one go unless someone wants to pay a lot of money for it, which is not going to happen. But anyway, g'day Deb, hello my darling, how you going? All right, question, hang on, someone's asked a question. It's question. Cherry, hang on, let me go. What is? But hang on, let me just ask Cherry, where? Yes, Cherry, are the windows going to be different? Yes, they weren't going to be, but now they are. But definitely, yes, very much. And of course, the tools that I'm using are you know, PanPastels. Deb, the piece is 50 centimeters by 40 centimeters, so it's actually quite a really good size piece. So I just want to see if I can, I don't know if I can show you how big it is. I'm just going to see if I can zoom in, maybe. I don't know. Come on camera, do what I want you to do. It's not going to do it. Seriously? Yeah, no. Yeah, I am zoomed in. So that's okay. All right, that's okay. All right. So this is the heart here. The colours that I'm going to be using. Okay, here we go. Phthalo blue, permanent red, phthalo blue extra dark. I'm going to be using turquoise tint for the sky, for the light bits. I'm actually going to be using titanium white, which is something which I don't use very often. But yes, I will be, and of course I will be mixing, and that's the whole point of it all. And that's PanPastels for you, mixing, which is really, really good. Okay. All right, so here we go. Okay, now the reference that I've got up here is, now I'll tell you what this reference represents. Windows of opportunity in our lives could be anything. It could be a job. It could be a relationship. It could be anything. And of course, when I saw this, I thought this definitely evokes emotion and evokes a love. Okay, a love. Now, you know, I don't talk like this very often, so you know, I've got to say, like, this is like a big deal for me. Like, I don't talk emotion too much, right? But this definitely evokes emotion. So this is definitely refers to a relationship. This window of opportunity means a relationship. It could be with a man, with a woman. It could be anything. It just could be anything. So and of course, I'm not going to do exactly what the reference is, but I just wanted you to see what I'm looking at and what I'm referring to. So, yeah. And of course, I'm doing this on it. Oh, hello, Sergio. Welcome. Hello, everyone. Sorry I can't fully join in. I've got no power. Oh, my goodness. You know what? Put your power on. That's all I can say. Love you all and love you too. Of course, Nanette, Chrissy, tell us about the music. Are you a musician? No, but you know what? I would love to be a musician. It's so funny how you say that. Honestly, you know what? Steve, hello, my darling. Oh my gosh, so nice to see you. It's so nice, so nice. Wendy, hello. Wendy, hello. Welcome. Wendy Schultz. Okay. I haven't seen you here before. Welcome in. Just welcoming you into our group, which is really nice. Nice to see you here. But as you can see now, of course, if you're looking at this from an artistic point of view and sharing tips and tricks, definitely I am blending PanPastels. Oh, hang on. I don't know if you can see this. Here we go. I don't know if you can see that. Oh my gosh. I'm going to hide this lady. So I just want you to see what this lady is. There she goes. There she is there. But what I want you to do is to see, I want you to see what I'm actually doing. So, oh, Cassandra, hello. Nice to see you. Welcome. I don't think we've seen you here before, so you are very welcome. Very welcome. And as you can see, the brushes are giving me this perfect blending. I don't have to, you know, like I'm using all tools. Like I'm not limiting myself to, I'm not limiting myself to soft tools, you know, which everything is useful. I'm trying to use everything that's going to give me the outcome that I'm looking for. So I'm just going to put these here so you can see. There you go. You can see those here. There you go. And there's my watercolor. It's like a watercolor palette, isn't it? Right? But this is my mixing palette, and I have. Deb says, Chrissy, put learning an instrument, even if it's a recorder, on your bucket list. Oh my gosh, I love that, Deb. Put learning an instrument. Well, you know what? Well, here we go. You know what? Funny you should say that, Deb, because if I finish this in this stream, you know what? Anything is possible. I'm actually going to music, and of course, can I ask you all, is there anything in your hearts that you would like to do that's on your list to do? You know what I mean? Like the windows of opportunity. You know, I think that you don't think about these until you're older in your years. I think when you're younger in your years, you don't really think about this, and you don't really think about this until you're older. It's so funny how I say that. Chrissy, Steve says, did you hear that? She called me darling. Golly shucks, damn, kick a pebble with my toe. How do you handle? Of course you are, my darling. Of course you are, Steve. Of all of the people, you are my sweetheart, aren't you? Oh my gosh, now Rob is going to get jealous, of course, like, because of course Rob is going to get jealous. But you know what, you don't need to be jealous. There's enough love to go around. That's all I got to say. There's enough love to go around. Like, I love you all so much, right? Okay, Cherry says, Chrissy, have been using my eighth of a brush, and so much easier with pans. Oh, Cherry. What kind of 1/8 of an inch brush? Is it something that looks like this? Oh my gosh. Like, yes. You know what? Beautiful for details, isn't it? That's all I got to say. Like, I get so excited. when I hear things like that. So, of course, yeah, I know, I get excited with a lot of things, right? I do get excited, but, you know, and of course, what you see in that reference is not going to be exactly it, but it's going to be something like that. So I'm just going to keep on working with this, and just so you know, always mix, right? And this is okay, this is the beauty of PanPastels, able to mix on separately and on your piece. Nanette says, hi John, is going to oh, hang on, do I need to go back further? Do I know? Okay. Nanette, now John is going to come on, and he'd better not have read this. Okay, Nanette, what are you doing? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right, here we go. Oh, okay. Okay, well, you know, like, you know what? There's enough love to go around. That's all I can say. I've got a lot of, okay, I've got a lot of love to go around. I'm good, thank you so much. Okay, I'm not jealous because Steve is awesome. Oh, okay. All right, okay, cool stuff. Okay, as for bucket lists, as my husband and I are pensioners, he says our aim in life is to wake up every morning. And you know what, Cherry? You know what, my darling? I feel exactly the same way. And you know what? I tell you what, you know what's really good? Now, I know this is going to be a stupid thing to say, and I'm sorry for people that don't like me talking, so I'm so sorry, but I've got to say, you know what? Every morning, the first thing I do, and that's the achievement of the day, the first achievement of the day is to make your bed, right? Is to make your bed, okay? And that's your first achievement. And where Cherry says, as for bucket lists, as my husband and I are pensioners, he says our aim in life is to wake up every morning. Well, then after that is to make your bed. Okay, how about that? Is to make your bed. Okay, so there you go. All right. So as you can see, I don't know. I hope that you can see that this is really blending very nicely with this technique, and it really only happens best with pastel matte board, and probably UART. They're the three things that I would recommend 100% with my eyes closed. Nanette says, I'm drinking coffee, Chrissy, while I wait for John. Okay, you know what? Let's just see, because you know what? John works part-time. Or not part-time, he works shift work. Okay, so I know that if he doesn't catch this stream, he will probably catch it on the replay. But let's just hope he just pops in, okay? Let's just hope he does. Joanna says, Chrissy, you can't just go around calling everyone darling. Steve is gonna be sad. Oh, it's so funny. Sneak says, okay. Wendy says, Chrissy, do you have a supply list for what you are using for this project? I love morning chats. Okay, all right, supply list. Shall we go? PanPastels. All right. Okay, PanPastels, soft tools. Okay, soft tools. Here we go. Soft tools and soft tool applicators. I use brushes, bristle brushes. These are watercolor bristle brushes. I use makeup brushes, which have, these are the angle brushes. And this is, of course, a little bit different for probably a larger application. The other end I use for blending. That's that. Okay, I also have on hand pastel pencils, and I also have an oil painting brush which has been chopped up. Okay, the bristles are actually quite hard. I use those. What else can I tell you that I use? No secrets, no mysteries. I use paper towel. I use 110 cartridge paper, and this is where I mix mostly. What else can I tell you? I use a kneaded eraser. I use for the pastel pencils. Mostly I use a handheld, and I change the blades when they go blunt. What else can I tell you? On this piece I've used the soft tool applicators, and of course these are washed and I've reused these, so that can happen. I do that. What else can I tell you that I've used? That is it pretty much, but keep on asking me questions. I love it. I love asking you. I love you asking me questions all the time. I really do. But yes. Okay, where was I? Where was I when we were talking? Okay, let me just get back to this area. Okay, here we go. This is the sky of what you see. What you see, it's not going to be exactly the same, but really what I want is, I mean, the skies could look, you know, similar, but what I really want to do is just to concentrate on the heart. Now the heart means, in this particular window of opportunity, means friendship, means romance, means a relationship with anyone, something that comes from the heart. Okay, so that's what this window of opportunity means. And Marcy says, Chrissy, speaking for myself, I not only enjoy you talking with us, it is definitely in the top 3 reasons why I come here to learn with you. Please always do you. Oh my gosh, you know what, Marcy, you're going to make me cry. You know what, like, I'm just a big sook. Like, that is just so nice of you to say that. That's just so nice. Oh my gosh, I'm just going to be sooky now for you saying that. But thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, so sooky. Nanette says, Chrissy, is that Bill Gates outside that window? You know what? I love you so much, Nan. I swear to God, I wish I was like your next door neighbor and we would just be like drinking buddies. I'm sure that's what would happen. Like, you know what? You'd have to be kicking me out of your place. Like, for sure. I love you so much, darling. I so much do. Okay. Deb says, Steve, you are our official darling. Okay. Let me see. Sneak says, Marcy, Sneak says, I come to and I don't own a pastel anything except for maybe a blending stuff. Oh, Nanette, oh my gosh, you guys, like, I just love you so much. Like, I just get so sooky. Like, I'm sick and tired of getting sooky. You must be getting sick and tired of me getting sooky. All right, but I'm just going to keep on going, okay? This is, you know what, we talk all things art and everything else, don't we? Okay, we do, don't we? Okay. Nanette says, Chrissy, I would love to live next door to you, but those big birds you have, you know what, I tell you what, you would love those big birds that I have. Truly, you would. Okay, so, Rob says, I wish I lived on the other side next to Nanette. gosh, like how hard is it for me to be doing art when you guys are talking like this? Seriously, I'm so sorry. Okay, all right, I'm doing the sky. As you can see, like I'm doing the sky and I'm mixing pans, okay? So, gosh. Okay, all right, here we go. Okay. Okay, now that says, oh, hang on, what does that? Oh, no, sorry. No, I can never have too much, Tammy. Hello? How many coffees did Chrissy have today? She's even more chatty today than usual. Oh, look, you know what? I'm so sorry. It's in the air. Okay. I'm not going to apologise anymore. Okay, I'm not going to apologise anymore. But can I just say, like, this is really weird. Like, you guys can see this reference, and I have to do this on a diagonal. But you know what? This is probably really good, actually, that you can see me do that. But can I just say, is that... I'm just saying this is recording. Yeah, it is. Can you just see how lovely this blends, right? And I'm not putting much pressure with the pans. Now, I do apologise for people that have that are just stumbling on. Now, look, don't go on about me apologising, but I need to apologise for people that are coming on to find, like for a tutorial. But this is like the whole blending process. And can you see how beautifully this process is happening? It's a little bit more than coloured pencil process wise, and slower than soft tools. Okay, I always have to stress that. Can I just put these Chandri? Oh, Chandri. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Bye for now, Chandri, my dear. Thank you so much for popping by. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay. Here we go. All right. Okay. And of course, it is blotchy to begin with, but the more layers you put on, the better it is. So, yeah. Here we go. And then it says, Chrissy, I would love... Oh, no, we've already gone through that. That's fine. Okay, cool. All right. And I hope that it was... I just wanted to thank everyone for popping by on the live stream on the weekend that Wendy and I from Artista 365 were on. You know, it was a doozy. Okay, it was a doozy. We live streamed for 12 hours. It is on my live stream. Sorry, it is on my YouTube channel. If anyone wanted to pop in and just check it out. I mean, it is 12 hours long. Well, okay. 11 hours 55 minutes, okay, because that's what YouTube allow us to do. So I just wanted to say thank you all to those who stayed on, and there were quite a lot that stayed on for a very long time, and it was very, very nice of you to do that. So quite honoured and very privileged that you dedicated your time to you know what, hanging about, okay, which was very nice. Okay, all right, and look how beautifully that that blends. I mean, I'm not quite sure if people have managed to achieve that. I think it takes a bit of practice and a bit of time. It's not... Yeah, yeah, anyway. It does take time. Okay, can I just refresh? I just want to refresh because I don't think I'm getting that. Yeah, just let me refresh again. Oh, Andrea, hello. Hello, Andrea. Yes, Chrissy, hi. Just to let you know, I am here but lurking. Did you listen to Carmine? Oh, this is new. Do I have to write this one down again? You know what? I've been listening to all the music that you've been talking about, and I'm actually liking a lot of it. I'm actually going to have to write this one down. You know what? Here we go. Hang on. Come on. Oh, okay. Pastel pencil. Here we go. Carmine, I've listened to all. I've listened to the ones that you've talked to me about. Carmine. All right, no worries. I've got that written down. I'm going to listen to that one. So yeah. When Andrea talks about music, I've been going nuts with music. I've been listening to everything, and I would love to know what you're listening to. You know, what makes you tick? Like, do you listen to this while you're arting, which is really interesting? Yeah, so yeah. Oh yeah, Cherry goes, love the 12-hour stream, need to watch the last 4 hours that I missed yet. Oh my gosh, I missed more than I wanted to, but life happened all over the place. You know what, that is all okay. I mean, seriously, 12 hours. Who's gonna sit there and listen to Wendy and I bicker for 12 hours? Like, who would do that in their right mind? Janice would be one, I know that. But who else would? Seriously. And we had a lot of people, like, for example, like Nanette stayed on for like forever, you know? Oh, jeepers creepers. Okay, now I've used a paper towel, and I'm going to leave the sky there for a minute. Just leave it there for a minute, and I'm actually going to do the base here. So the colours that I'm going to be using are Raw Umber Extra Dark and Permanent Red and Permanent Red Shade. These are the colours which I'm actually going to be concentrating on, these three. So let's just have a go at that. Okay. All right, so let's just go with the dark bits first. Just at the edges here, and I hope that you can see that. Yes, you can. Okay, great. All right, raw. I don't want to go black for some reason. If I have to, I will go black. But at the moment, Raw Umber Extra Dark is like, for me, the next notch. All right, so. And of course, using the brushes, which I really love to use. And the only reason why I love to use these brushes is because it gives me the control. That's all I want. It gives me control. And I can feel that on Pastel Matte, and this is Pastel Matte board, I can feel the pigment going in and going into the like into the tooth, because I've been using this for a long time now, so I really understand how this paper works. So I will start with the Permanent Red shade, and look how vibrant it already starts to look. Oh my gosh, wait till I get to the top bits here. So please be patient with me. It is a bit slow, so I will do that. Yeah. If the music is too loud, please let me know. Okay, Cherry, I don't usually have music on while I'm painting, but I have the TV on for all the travel programs, and programs and dream of sunshine. Oh yes, isn't that lovely when you do that? Like it's just all in the background, isn't it? Absolutely. Sheesh. Default for YouTube is 360p, and I forgot to change settings to 100. Oh yeah, 1080p. Now I can see what Chrissy is doing. I thought it was. Oh okay. Oh okay. Hopefully you can see now. I did try to up the quality, so hopefully you're getting the quality. Are you getting the quality? Actually, hang on. Let me drink water. Chrissy, what is the status of the man with the princess in the head? The status is quo. It's still there because these are the. It's still there, and it's still on my easel, and I still have to finish it. Only because my credibility is on the line, and I definitely will finish that. I tell you what. You know what's. I tell you what's spooking me out a bit with that one is the little head, okay, the details. That's what's spooking me out at the moment, but that's okay because I know that I will problem solve, and I can problem solve, and I will fix it. I've done heads that small, so I don't understand, but I think what's happened is with the paper I've actually done some damage to the tooth because I was using pencils, coloured pencils, and so let's just see if I can fix it. That's what's been happening. Someone's asked me something else. Terry goes, the colours blend so beautifully. Yes, Terry, yes, of course. I love blending like this, which is really, really nice. Steve says, for those that might have missed it, Wendy did an excellent review on Derwent Lightfast and Fabriano Black Paper. Check it out. It was very informative. Yes, Steve. Yes, everyone go there. I have Wendy's details in the description box below. I have her details of the YouTube channel. Please go ahead. That is her latest video. Yes. Watched the last night. It was great. Okay. Tammy says, Chrissy, that red in the foreground will take attention from your lady. That's okay. I agree. Yes, I agree. I did think about that. But then I thought about all of these windows too. All of these windows are going to take eventually the attention from the window, but hopefully I will balance it out. I'm going to try. Yes, you are very, very good. Yes, for noticing those sorts of things. Yes. Yes, they are. But let's just hope. Let's just see how this happens. I'm going to see if I can get a nice balance. I'm going to try and get a nice balance if I can. Nanette says, put a mask on that head and get on with Chrissy. What? What have I done? What have I said? Have I said something? I really should. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Alright, I got you now. That's fine. Alright. Alright, here we go. Now I'm gonna put look how intense this red is. Like, this is just like super bright. Like, seriously? Honestly. Just goes to show how highly pigmented these pastels are. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. And light fast. Can I just say, light fast? Like, it's got 4 stars on this one. Like, you really don't have to worry about light fast when it comes to PanPastels. Like most of them, I'm not going to say all of them, but they really do take care and with the light fast situation. You know, very limited binder. Like, look how vibrant is that? Now, with the live stream, like you guys are seeing this like very dumbed down, but in real, like this is like really bright, like really bright. Yeah. Okay, Terry, Terry says, why are you using dark coloured pastel mat? Very good question. Most of the pieces that I work are either anthracite, dark green, dark blue, and the reason why I use those is, for me, that's a personal choice, that's a preference. And what it does is that it helps me with values. It helps me with values. So that's the reason why I choose those dark colours. But it's not always the case. But even like I also choose like the medium values also, which really go well with the skin tones. When I'm doing portraits, I like to use, apart from the colours that I've used, like the greens, which are complementary to a skin tone, like the not the dark, well, the dark greens of course, but there's a lighter green as well, which I think really is complementary to skin tones. But for me, it's like values, like that's what. But that's, yeah, like I said, it's a preference. I don't know how other artists feel. I know that, like, I mean, there are so many wonderful artists here in the chat. They all work differently to the way that I work. I know that there are some. Pamela, okay, good night, bedtime now, watch the rest tomorrow. Thank you so much, sweetheart, for for joining in. You are a sweetie. Thank you so much. Nice to see you here. Okay, what was I saying? Values, yeah, it just helps me with values, but that's the way I work. And I know that there are artists, like all the artists here, like I know that they just work differently to what I work. And they'll probably just go to me, oh, seriously, Chrissy, you should, you know what, have a go at this, try that, try this. And of course I do. I always think about, when they've got ideas, and I'm thinking, wow, why didn't I think of that? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just, yeah, I love doing that. I love ideas. I love people sharing. And of course I'm going to share what I do. Like, what I share is probably not really all that crash hot, but some people might think, oh yeah, okay, well, let me try that. So yeah, it's all about sharing. Speaking of sharing, share your art with Xrissart. I have a link in the description box below. So usually what we do from the live stream is we continue the conversation from here, and if we've talked about something or an art piece of some kind, usually our friends will share your art with Xrissart. So yeah, can't you say this looks a bit weird, but at least you can see the reference, and you're probably thinking, how the heck is she going to get there? But it's okay, I'm going to get there. So that's what, so as I'm saying before, like, this piece is, I'm very attached to this piece at the moment. I don't know what it's going to be like. If someone's going to offer me, like, $50 million, which is not going to happen, okay, all jokes aside. But someone's got to offer me a lot of money to buy this. They're not going to do that, but it'll probably just go on my, you know, somewhere. I'm going to squeeze it in my living room, on my living room wall. But of course I would love to sell this if it ever. It just means a lot to actually, it means a lot to people. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. So here we go. All right. So. And of course the colours that I'm using here, you can see the colours that I'm using here for PanPastels. Annette says, Chrissy, put a bunch of money outside of those windows. Like, seriously, who's going to buy it? I mean, who's going to buy this? I don't know. Speaking of buying, like how much? I mean, oh, Steve says, Chrissy, before on log on here, I posted a work in progress on share your art with Xrissart. Okay, sweetheart, I'm actually going to go have a look at that. Okay, I will. Deb says, I lean towards darker backgrounds, but it's really dependent on the subject. I tend to use bright colours. Muted colours don't seem to find their way into my art for some reason. That's okay. I mean, you know, I suppose everyone can say that my colours are muted. They're muted, aren't they? They are muted. Yeah, they are, aren't they? But I'm loving the way that I can blend this, so this is really good. Terry says, is pastel matte board easier to work on than pastel matte paper? Would mounting the paper do the same thing? Okay, pastel matte board is a sturdier surface, Terry. I feel that it is slightly different to pastel matte paper, but it does the same thing as pastel matte. It allows a whole heap of layers. So yeah, I mean, this is Anthracite, which I'm using. It is a little bit different. I find that I can actually apply more layers on pastel matte board, to be honest. If you think that pastel matte paper, which is what I use like 80% of the time, and I can put like a heap of layers on, pastel matte board, I can actually put 20% more on layers. But that's me. But this is my technique, and this is the way I work. So you know what? It all boils down to how you work, how you apply colours down, or how you apply the pastels down. They're the variables. Susan, hello. Susan, hello, how you going? Hi, Chrissy, finally made it. Oh, my darling, so nice of you to be here. So nice of you to be here. Oh, that's lovely. So nice. So nice. I hope you're keeping well. I hope you're keeping well. Yes, so the colours that I'm using, this is Raw Umber Extra Dark, Permanent Red Shade. What did we say this one was? Okay, Phthalo Blue Extra Dark, White, and the Turquoise Tint. These are the colours that I'm using for this section here, just so you know, that's all. And I'm sort of working all over the place at the moment, and you can see what I'm looking at, the reference. So I'm not going to necessarily do exactly what it is, but just Just an idea, that's all. Susan says, okay, hi, okay. Terry says, thank you. Yeah, look, no problem, all good. All good, okay. All right, and the whole point of this technique is to keep on adding layers, like truly just layers, just keep on layering to the point where you will feel that you've put so many pan pastels on this, where you actually start to see it moving. And of course, with pastel matte board, pastel matte paper, takes a heck of a lot. Okay, so, and of course I'm going to use pastel pencils. I've got them close by, just so you can see. Oh, hang on, wait a minute. Get rid of that. I've got a whole heap of pastel pencils, which I'm going to be using. Hopefully that, you know, hopefully you'll see me use that. So this, Heidi, hello. Hi, Chrissy. Hi, everyone. Can't believe that I forgot it was live stream day. I will have to go back to watch beginning later to find out what you're doing today. Oh, look, I'm just continuing on from the live stream on the weekend, but you know what? All is good. All is good. All is good. That palette looks like an American or an Aussie flag. Oh yes, it does, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Absolutely. Oh yes, all of this. Absolutely it does. Yeah, way to go. Cool stuff. Actually, this palette is what I would, you're not going to believe this. This is the palette that I was using for all of this painting so far. This is like 50 centimeters by 40 centimeters by 40 centimeters. And this is what I've been using, all that to mix. Like, I think that is super cool. But anyway, but that's just me. I just get excited about things like that. So that's fine. Okay, so let's just do a bit of the cloud here. I'm just taking some of the pigment off from my brush, and what I will be using is probably the turquoise tint. So that's what I'm going to be using. And then I'll be using the turquoise tint, and then I'll be using the a white on top. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. So here we go. Now, can I also say that this is not the way that PanPastels, the company, has designed for the application with the brushes. Can I just, I have to reiterate that quite a few times, because really what they would like you to use are the soft tool applicators, the soft tools, and these are their tools. These are what they would like you to use, right? This is what they promote, and they're all very good for certain areas. But what's happened for me is that I've discovered this technique which works for me, and of course every artist is different, and I just have to reiterate that. So their product is a low what is it, low powder? Yeah, it's, yeah, if you're using the soft tools, there's hardly any powder, which is what, you know, which is really good, because if you compare the PanPastels to the soft pastels, yes, of course. I mean, and I love using soft pastels as well, but I like the action. I like the action of painting as if I was painting in a wet situation, but dry. Okay, that is what I'm enjoying at the moment. So, if for people that are discovering me. All right, I'm so sorry for people that know how the way I work, but that's fine. Yes. Okay. All right, so I'm just working around. I'm going to do this tree last, okay? This heart shape. I'm going to do the heart shape last. So just bear with me. I'm just going to layer the background first. It does take a while, so just, you know, hang in there. Hang in there. Steve says, Chrissy, well, folks, I've been up for 27 minutes plus a few seconds, and this old man needs a nap. I've enjoyed everyone's company this morning, and I will also sleep peacefully. Chrissy called me darling. Of course you are, my darling. Of course you are. Thank you so much, Steve, for popping in to say hello. You are a sweetheart. That's what you are. You are my sweetheart. Okay. Oh, you are so nice. Nolani. Oh, okay. All right. Sneak says, amen to the cat fur. Okay. All right. I think I've missed something here, but that's fine. Okay. Steve, so nice to know that you'll sleep peacefully tonight. Later, honey. Oh, so sweet. I love our friends. I love our friends. Our friends are so nice. You guys are just like awesome. Like, just like the most awesome people. Like, seriously awesome. Okay. This is where I'm starting to now blend. I do blend with my little piece of paper here, but I also blend on the piece. So this is what's happening here at the moment. Okay, Nanette, you're going to have to, you know, what, I've got one on my lap, right? Okay, you know what? Like, I know that I do, it does take time, but you're going to have to give me like 10 points at least, like, you know, 10 out of 10. Okay, 9 out of 10 for starting as quickly as I possibly can. All right. On my piece, like, and I know that it doesn't look anything like anything at the moment. It never does it? I'm so sorry that it doesn't, but I get there eventually. Okay, Joanna says, Chrissy, the host leads the party, so if the people here are nice, it's thanks to you. Oh my gosh, like, you know what, you people are going to start making me cry. Like, I'm so sooky, like, I'm just in such a sooky mood. Like, you guys are making me so emotional. Like, I just, anyway, you are so sweet. You are so sweet, Joanna. You are so sweet. I love us. You know what? I love us so much. Like, I love us so much. Like, am I too much? Am I too much? Nanette says, that's a really old age for it. Oh, okay, fine. Oh, Susan says, looks great. Oh, sweetheart, thank you so much. And sometimes, like, you've got to put like these dark bits down the bottom to make it look lighter, and I will. Like, all of that is just Chrissy, Chrissy is never too much. Oh, Rob. Thank you, my dear, my dear sweet friend. There you go. Oh, here's something. Oh gosh, here we go. I'm gonna talk stupid now, but anyway. I've got to tell you a story. Here's a story. Well, you know that I've got a day job, okay, and so, you know, like after a weekend, we talk about, you know, what everyone's been doing on the weekend and stuff like that. And of course, where I work, it's well, actually, I'm the only bird there. Like, I'm the only female there at the moment, right? And, you know, like, it's like there's a gamut. There's like young men who look up to me like their mum, and then there's other ones that look at me and thinking, oh my gosh, this is what my wife says. You know, like I'm almost like their work wife there and stuff like that. So it's really interesting, the gamut of the generations where I work. And of course that, and Rick, hello Rick, hello. Hi, from Indiana, getting ready to start a new commission of English bulldogs, and was thinking of how to do the base layer. Watching you know, I am digging out my pans and brushes. Go for it, mate. Go for it. Go for it. Okay, so we were talking. You know, like they always ask me. And Chrissy, what, you know, we always exchange, you know, what have you been doing this weekend? And I always say that, you know, like I've been arting, and, you know, like I've got friends from all over the world, and we talk about everything. You know, we talk about art, and we talk about, you know, just life in general and stuff like that. And of course they were, I'm almost going to forget what I wanted to say to begin with. Okay, and of course they were asking me about, you know, what project are you doing now? And I said to them, I go, well, the project that I'm doing now is all about what I've been talking about this weekend. You know, the opportunities that life presents to us. You know, it doesn't matter how old you are, whether you're 5, 15, 25, 55, 105, right? Each of these ages gives us opportunities. And then I was trying to explain this piece. And I was also talking about the opportunities that we have in our lives. You know, like, what are the opportunities that come in your life, whether it be art, or whether it be, you know, a relationship, or whether it's, you know, a hobby, or whether it's taking care of someone, an animal, or anything. Like, and, you know, it just brings something like this piece to life for me. So, yeah, so when I talk about things like that, and of course I'm going into an area where I'm actually starting to think about writing, and I've actually started to, you know, write little short stories, and like with the, and so I thought to myself, with the art pieces that I'm doing, I thought to write little short stories about the art pieces that I'm doing. I mean, there is only so many times that I can tell you to mix, you know, to pick up a brush and to tell you, well, this is how you pick it up and this is how you mix it. And of course, I will always tell you how I, you know, do things. Nothing here is a mystery. So of course there will always be information sharing as to how I do a particular technique. So yeah, so I just thought I just, wanted to ask, are there opportunities in your life that that are coming your way that you want to take advantage of? Is there something that you wanted to share with us? Oh, you don't have to, of course. I mean, it could be something very personal to you. But, for me, like I'm an open book here. Like, you can see what's going on. And I talk to you about things that are going through my mind. Everything that I love art and I love to create. So, writing is a form of creating and stuff like that. So what I'm going to be doing is there's going to be quite a few short stories with the art that I create. So, I'm trying to practice writing. So, you know what? You're going to have to, bear with me a little bit, I think. So, but anyway, I just wanted to see what your feelings are. Andrea says, Chrissy, I quit saying what I do during the weekend to my colleagues. They don't get it. Yeah, I know. I get that. I understand that. But I always, I mean, where I am, there's blokes, right? Blokes, fellas. They just, they look at me. Some of them look at me like their mum. And they just don't, some of them don't take any notice of me anyway, but I always tell them what I'm doing now, and they just go, oh, well, they know me. They've known me for years, so that's fine. But yes, I do get what you mean, Andrea. Deb says, I think we need to make some of our own opportunities and not wait for them to come to us. Yes. Yes. Agree, says Nix. Says Susan. Yes. Nanette says, Chrissy, maybe you could wrap your stories for the audience. Bring in a little music. Oh my gosh. Yes, that's interesting. Oh yes, and Rick, of course, Rick, absolutely, you are very welcome to share your art with Xrissart. I'm all for people sharing their work. Like I do understand, us wanting to get ourselves out there. So you are always welcome to share your art with us. Nanette says, Ricky, join us on FB. Share your art with Xrissart. There you go. You know what I mean? There you go. Absolutely. If you have your Facebook page, if you have your YouTube, if you have a YouTube, you are welcome to share that on Share Your Art with Xrissart. What else can I think of? Share your techniques. Share where you've found some fabulous art supplies somewhere on some place. Definitely. Joanna says, or Coffee Cat says, Chrissy, I've always loved writing. Sometimes I just write to tell the story about the images in my head, and then sometimes I draw the stories, which until now has been the most fulfilling. Yes, absolutely. For all of those who don't know, Coffee Cat has a Twitch channel, and where Coffee Cat, she's a digital artist, and she live streams from time to time, and she has some comic strips, but these comic strips are not like, look, I don't even know if that's the right word to say, but there's stories on her channel. So if you are members on Twitch, absolutely go ahead over there and look her up. And Wendy, thank you so much for putting in that link. Share your art with Xrissart. And for all of those watching, Nanette says, share all your personal details. Well, you know what I mean. Nanette, Nan, seriously, woman? honestly. Okay, here we go. Sneak says, I had a English lit teacher in high school who allowed art or other mediums to express what a passage in a play meant. Oh my gosh. You know what, Deb, honestly, this piece is like that. Like, you know what, it's getting to the point where I'm not going to be sooky in front of you guys, although I do get sooky sometimes, but like I go away and I look at this piece and I think about this and I'm going, oh my gosh. Yes, I do get sooky with this, so someone, you should say that actually. Okay, I'm using titanium white on top of, so okay, all right, so as you can see, this is a very slow process. So, but once the way I'm doing this, once I get enough pastel, I can actually move it around a lot, and it's not at that stage yet. For people that are using this technique, they will go, you know what, Chrissy, this looks very blotchy, and I'll say, yes, it is, and it will be blotchy for a while until you start putting quite a few layers. And I'm just going to keep on going, and it's more or less a blocking at the moment. But just for your purposes, so you can see, if I can get it as close to, hang on, where is it? Hang on, here we go. If I can get it as close to that as possible, oh my gosh, here we go, there we go. If I can get it, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'll get probably the, let me see, the permanent red shade. I always like to go dark, and then I always build up with the lighter bits. And of course, there's the permanent red. So the heart shape, I'm actually going to get the heart shape in. So let's just do that with the permanent red shade. Okay. Wow, I can't believe I've actually been streaming for all this time. And I have been working, I promise I have. Okay. Alright. I need to get at least the heart in. How about the heart in? It does take time. It does take time. But you're getting the gist of what I mean. Every art piece gets a case of the uglies before it matures into something special. Yes, Deb, yes. It does come around, like I promise you it does. Like I promise you it does. I'm so loving this piece so much. Okay, I need to at least get the heart in. You can see what I'm trying to do here. And of course, you will see this in a you will see this in a short version, in the a video version later down the track. Yeah. Okay, what is Suki? Nolani, Suki is when I get emotional and I start crying. That's what Suki means. Then it says, I had one last week that stayed ugly until I tossed it in the trash. Seriously, did you really chuck it? Nanette, did you really chuck it? Seriously? I mean, I've got to say, I've done that myself, but yeah, I do understand how that happens, but yeah. Yeah. Oh, Anne, hello, Anna. Oh, hello, Anne. Hello, darling. How are you? Nice to see you here. All right, okay. Deb says, funny Nanette, I keep my blunders and I'm still working on the Cardinal from Hell iteration about, oh, okay, I understand that. Okay, Terry says, they say that Monet did 5,000 pieces in his life and threw out half of them. Is that right, Terry? Is that right? Serious? Well, then, you know what? We don't feel, we're not so bad then, are we? If Monet did that. Alright. Alright. Okay, I'm thinking, you know what, look, seriously, I thought that what am I thinking? Like, seriously, what am I thinking? I might have to stop the stream now, but at least you got an idea. Well, at least I've put a reference up that you can see what I'm working towards, and I am working towards this, but truly this is just blocking in, like truly it is just blocking in. And I did I start painting? Well, I didn't start painting as soon as I started, but I was close. Susan said, so sorry, but I have to get going. Looking forward to seeing the finished piece. Working on some pieces for my husband's upcoming birthday. The series is a collection of beach underwater. We're both divers. Oh my gosh. You know what, Susan? Please do share share your art with Xrissart. That would be wonderful. Susan, okay. Oh, that's wonderful. All right. Look, I tell you what. I'm actually going to have to leave it there. And I know, look, I truly have been working. I truly have. But I just wanted to say thank you, everyone, for popping by to say hello. And of course, like, I'm just going to keep on working on this. Hopefully it's not going to be for too long. Okay, let's just move this away so you can actually see what I'm doing. Let's just do this, hey? Let me see if I can zoom out. Let's just zoom out. Can I zoom out? Oh, how about I do this? Yeah, let's just do that. And oh, here we go. Oh my gosh. There's a lot going on. Like, this piece is just, yeah, like there's so much on that side. But anyway, look, thank you so much, everyone, for popping by. I just wanted to say thank you so much to Wendy from Artista 365 and to Janice LeBlanc for moderating the stream. Always a pleasure. I will be here next week, same bat time, same bat channel. But I just wanted to say thank you all so much for hanging around and, you know, listening to me chat away. Okay, all right then. Bye for now. Talk to you. Oh, Essie, hello. Looks great, Chrissy. Oh my gosh. Hello. Okay, all right. Cherry says, thank you so much, Cherry. Okay, bye for now. It takes me just as long to say goodbye as hello. Okay, bye for now.